News this hour. Residents of the nation's capital affected by the latest act of vandalism of power facilities which caused blackouts are calling for more security presence across critical government infrastructure. The Electricity Protection Advocacy Center is also seeking a Presidential Commission of Inquiry to halt persistent acts of vandalism of national assets.
Theft and vandalism of transformers as well as power line cables are twin problems facing the nation's electricity sector. In recent times, these acts have become a recurring incident, leading to power outages and loss of revenues to businesses which rely on electricity. The latest vandalism has thrown many parts of the nation's capital into darkness. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, confirms the incident. Its 132 kV transmission line and underground cables which take power to central area and environs were vandalized. Residents of Maitama, Wuse, Jabi, Life Camp, Asokoro, Utako and Mabushi are without power supply. TVC News went around the affected areas to feel the pulse of the people. Here in Papi, adjacent the Hybro Maitama, business owners like David Abaniwo are mostly affected. His business relies heavily on electricity, but it is now grounded because his generating set as an alternative to public electricity is faulty. His workers now take some sit idle and even have enough time to nap. He tells me the losses are unquantifiable.
When we recharge meter for like maybe 10,000, it will take us like 2 weeks. But with everyday spending of 20,000 naira, then we're not enjoying it. We're not gaining anything. And we have stuff to pay.
Other petty traders want an end to perennial vandalism of government assets.
Let there be security in everywhere, in all the areas. Let there be a tight security so that all these things will stop, because by cutting the cables is not properly at all.
At Life Camp, homeowners and other residents want the authorities to put more security measures in place to safeguard government facilities.
I had to dry my meats under the sun, roast it and dry it, and all the other food items. You know, things are going bad, and the high cost of fuel, it's not funny.
This thing has been spoiling things from fridge. You cannot be able to pump water, even to charge phone safe. It's so hard.
The lack of these lights may contribute a lot to spoil all these perishable items in the fridge.
Prince Will Okori has vast knowledge of Nigeria's power sector. Mr. Okori blames the recurring acts of vandalism and theft of public assets on the government. He says these criminal acts have become one too many, which should be nipped in the bud. He calls for more citizens' engagement to halt the increasing spate of theft and vandalism.
Who is monitoring the transmission lines? Do the substations at the states, do they have vehicles to monitor the transmission lines? How much is devoted to that? When the government, because see, citizens will follow when the principles of good governance are applied: equity, justice, fair play, accountability, transparency.
He also supports the implementation of the 2023 Electricity Act, which stipulates punishments for vandals and other crimes against the state.
Homes and businesses are counting their losses as government continues to do all within its reach to ensure that electricity is restored across affected parts of the nation's capital. But more importantly, citizens are calling for an end to perennial vandalism of government assets. Jokeyatsa, TVC News, Abuja.